Welcome back to the channel. So today we will be solving this question which was asked in PWC interview, and I took this problem from the Ankit Bansul's channel, and there like he solved the SQL in SQL the same problem, and you can like find the link in the description section. But here I will be solving the same problem in PySpark, right? The problem is quite simple to understand. So we have two tables, source and target, and we have one output table. And what we need to do, we need to generate these two columns in the output, where ID column is coming from these two tables, and this comment we table column we need to generate, right? So let's see how the records in the output tables are getting generated. So let's check the first record. So here the comment is new in source. So what it means, the the record is present in the source but not in the target. Got it? If you see, this 3 ID is present in the source but not in the target. Similarly, what is the meaning of comment new in target, which means the record is present in the target. If you see this ID 4, this ID 5, the record, the ID 5 is present in the target but not in the source. Got it? That's why the comment is new in target. Similarly, um, if the ID is present in both the column, but there is a mismatch in the name column. Got it? So here 4 is present in both, but the name column value is, here it is D and here it is X, which means it is a mismatch. So we need to like output the such type of rows. And if you see like this 1 and 2, we have not included these two records in the output. Why? Because each and every columns of these records are same, right? The name is also same, ID is also same. So we need to generate this output column table with these two columns. So by looking at the problem statement, we can clearly understand that we will have to apply the full join. Why full join? Like full outer join? Because we need to take the IDs from both the columns, and we don't want to lose any data. So let's say if we apply the inner join, what will happen? The matching record from both the table will come, but we will lose the other table record, right? Similarly, if we use the left join, the record will come from the left but not from the right, and similarly in the right join also. So that's why we will be applying the full outer join. So let's start. Okay, so you can see this create data frame statement and everything. So I will provide these code in the comment in the description, so you can check out. And let's print this. So input and output. So this is the source DF and this is the target DF, right? Okay. Put like, and this is the like output, right? This is the output. We will try to achieve this one, right? So let me let me start. Let me comment these things. So as I mentioned, we will be starting with okay, let me have this open. Okay. So as I mentioned, we will be starting with join, right? We will be joining these two tables on ID column, and it would be full join, right? And let's try to run this. Remember that the column names are same, right? In the both the table, column names are same, right? Okay, let's comment these things also, else every time it will print, right? Okay, so here we can see the like the joint output. If you see, like we are very much confused, like which column, like the name, this name is coming from which table, this name is coming from which table, right? And we lost the ID column of one of the table, right? So that's why we cannot join directly like this. We will have to use the alias, right? So what we will have to do, uh, let me comment and let me uncomment this, right? So what we will have to do, we will have to give the alias to the tables. Got it? So we will have to give the alias. So we are giving a alias t1 to the source table, Similarly, alias T2 to the target table, and we are joining, uh, right? And we are using the call, and this call we have imported over here, right? We have imported over here, and we are using the full join, right? Let's run this. PySpark solution generally takes time to run in local, right? So you will have to wait. Okay. Now you can see we have not lost any of the columns, and we have got each and every columns, right? Now again it is confusing, right? Like if we select ID, if we simply write df.select ID, it will throw an error. Why? Because it will say like the compiler will be confused, like which ID I'm like asking for, right? So that's why we need to give the proper name. So that's why we are writing this piece of code. So here we are writing df.select, and we are giving the alias to each and every, like all these four columns. So ID one dot like t1 dot ID, we are giving the name as source ID. Similarly, t2 dot ID as target ID, t1 dot name is source name, t2 dot name as target name, right? And let's run it again. So if you want the setup, like if you want to do this setup in your local, like setting up the Spark and PySpark, right? So you can find the like the link in the description. I have explained the step-by-step procedure how you can set up this PySpark in your local and play with the data, right? So now you can see we have these columns, proper name, right? Now we can start with the solution, right? The uh, Okay, so if you look here, we need to generate this column, right? So how we can generate? We can use the with column, right? And with column, and we can use the case when statement, right? But in the SQL we have case when, but here we have the when otherwise, right? So how we can find if um, a record is mismatch? How? Like the what should be the condition? The condition should be the value in the ID column would be same. If you see like the 4 in the source also we have 4, target also we have 4, but the name value is different, right? Here it is D, here it is X. So we can write that condition when and these value, like the source column ID is equal to target column ID, and source column name is not equal. So if you see here, this is not equal. If these two are not same, then it is a mismatch. Similarly, how we can find if the value is a new in source, like new in source, we can find if that with the help of this. If the ID in the target is null, that means what? Uh, the record is not present in the target. So that case we can write like this. So we can like keep on chaining this, right, with the when statement. So when target.id is null, then it is new in source. Similarly, when source is null, then it is new in target. And we can print this, right? We can print this. Okay. So now we have the comment column also. If you see, we got these comment over here with a new column, right? If you see, whenever there is an entire full mismatch, we the comment is null, and we also don't need these records, right, in the target. So what we can do, the next step, we can just filter them, right? We can just filter them. How? By using the filter function, right? So we can write when call comment is not null, those record we want, right? These we bother only about these record, right? So this piece of code will do that job for us. So let's run it again. This is taking time. Okay, now we have the output, right? We get rid of those two records. So what is the next? So as I mentioned, like now we have the comment column, right? We have the comment column. and as expected, right? We have three records. As I had mentioned, this ID column will be generated by with the help of these two ID column, right? So how we can do? We can use the Colliers function. How? Basically, Colliers function, what it does, it returns the first not null value. So if you see, if we Colliers between source ID and target ID, if we, so what is the first not null value? 3. Similarly, what is the first not null value? 4. Similarly, here, what is the first not null value? 5, right? So we will get that output from this code. And we just bother about the two column, that is ID and comment. So we are just selecting these two columns. So if you see here, we have written this ID column and then Colliers of these two columns, right? Let's run this. So you can check out my YouTube channel. So basically we have a playlist of SQL, PySpark, Pandas, and DSA. So you can practice them out. You can find the link in the description, right? So now we have, I think, the expected output, right? So here we have three. Uh, let's paste this here in the and check if we have got the correct output or not. Okay, so 3 new in source, 4 mismatch, mismatch, and 5 new in target, right? So we have got the the final output. So if you like this content, please do like, subscribe, and share the channel. And you can check out the channel for more such interview questions which I have solved for the on the platform Start I Scratch, right? So until then, bye. Thank you so much for watching.